be a secondary auxiliary. Oh, and I just realized this is how you control the you see, remember I was talking about the RCA inputs earlier? You can control the input for that with this blue slider right here, and you also control the level of the USB or the Bluetooth with this slider as well. And Bluetooth levels can be controlled from Bluetooth devices wirelessly. Okay, this is also very important. So when you are using this mixing board in a studio, you want to make sure you connect, well, first of all, disconnect your headphones and then connect your studio speakers to these, see where it says CTRL, that stands for control. So this one goes to your left speaker, this one goes to your right speaker. You can also, now the reason you want to do it that way and not through the left and right main outputs, which by the way, these aren't really labeled that well, but these two are also, this is the equivalent. So once you can't have, let's say you have this plugged in, sorry for hitting the camera, and then you have this one plugged in as well. It doesn't really work that way. I think it's an either or situation. So I'm pretty sure the XLRs override the 1/4 inches, but I'll have to double check on that. But if you don't have balanced outputs through XLR, which I highly recommend you do, you have to go out of these because some speakers may only have 1/4 inch outputs, or I'm sorry, 1/4 inch inputs. So yeah, but yeah, the control room or headphones are controlled with this knob right here. Okay, that's why it's important to plug in speakers to this and not to that, because you don't really want to be messing with these two. And also you need to have those, because those are your outputs. Those are your outputs for your audio interface. Unless you want to use the monitor output or the that's up to you. One other cool feature with this mixing board in particular, it has a stereographic equalizer. Now it controls both channels, obviously. But if, in a pinch, if something's like really off with a PA system, and the great thing is these do snap to place. These do snap into place if you listen really carefully. Oh, as my focus goes out. Listen to this. Hear how it snaps? Each one of these does snap to 0. And so it's a very, very basic graphic equalizer, but this comes in handy in a pinch, like I said. And it also acts as a finer equalizer than the individual channels. So if you're just recording one track, I keep talking about this as if this is being used as a recording console, which it can be. I don't necessarily recommend it, but if you want to use it like that, then this can be used as a more finer equalization, and that's pretty cool. So let's see. Anything else? I think that's pretty much it. These solo buttons, what they mean is that when you press these solo buttons, and I'll do it for each one of these channels. Let's see if these lights all work. So when you hit the solo buttons, it will mute all the other channels except the channels that are chosen as solo. Okay, that's all that means. Now on certain mixing boards, you can actually press the solo button, and it's called pre-fader listen. So it enables you to listen to your audio before you bring the faders up, and that really helps when you're doing live sound, so you can get your overall levels before they're sent out to the PA system. But this mixing board, I don't think supports that. Let's see. So I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. This is what you got to press this button to choose between Bluetooth and I'm assuming that's USB. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then once you do that, you use this knob to pick your track. So I think that's about it. The meters are very important on a mixing board like this. As you can see, it only has 2 decibels of headroom until it gets to the orange, which is like your warning sign. That's like 4 decibels. And then it clips at like 6 decibels over. So on a mixing board like this, I would honestly aim to peak around -4. Otherwise, you're going to possibly run into trouble. On a better mixing board, on a more expensive mixing board, you can peak around 0 or -2. But you always got to be aware of your noise levels, of your headroom. The headroom is how much you can go over 0 before it starts sounding nasty. And I think that pretty much covers what I wanted to talk about in this video. Hopefully the audio is okay. This room does have a lot of echo in it. But yeah, I think that covers most of what I want to talk about. Let's press the phantom power again so you guys can see those meters. Oh, it didn't do it that time. Okay. Well, good for that. But yeah, again, thank you, Phenyx Pro, for making this video possible. To me, this is a good sounding board for what you're paying for it. I actually recommend it, the smaller, I think it was the PTX-400, to a friend of mine who does a podcast, and he really likes the mixing board. So Phenyx Pro sent me this mixing board to try out, and I will be actually using it I'm going to try to record some drums with it. I also have a few other things I want to send through this board. And yeah. So I will be showing off this mixing board in detail in a different video. And I'll actually put it on screen. Once that video becomes available, it'll be on screen right now. But thank you all for watching. This has been Adam for RealHomeRecording.com. Everybody, can't say hi to her because the sun's right in the way. There we go. Everybody say hi to Sadie. Sadie Poo.